What you are about to hear is the detailed revelation of the call that is coming and the holy conviction that is driving it. They can't take it anymore. The silence, the distance, the waiting. They've tried to be strong. They've tried to stay quiet. They've tried to hide their heart. But heaven didn't let them forget you. Every prayer they whispered had your name in it. Every night they stared at the ceiling. It was you they were thinking of. God has been moving in them softly, powerfully, and now suddenly they're getting ready to reach out, to speak up, to make it known they don't care how it looks anymore. They don't care what people will say. They don't care about fear. They just want to see you, the angels say. A divine call is coming, an unexpected message, a holy moment of connection, and it's not just from them. It's from the Lord, because He ordained this union, and He's pushing it forward. They're not calling because they're weak. They're calling because they're sure. They're not reaching out from confusion. They're reaching from conviction. They saw your heart. They saw your character. They saw your light. And something in them said, "This is it, the one I've been praying for. The one God kept showing me. The one I keep dreaming about. The one I can't stop thinking about. You." They saw something in you that made their soul leap. They couldn't explain it, but heaven confirmed it, and now they're restless until they speak it. They tried to move on, but your name kept coming back. Your smile haunted their thoughts. Your kindness broke through their walls, and God said, "Don't let them go. This connection is holy, and it's time to act. It's time to call. It's time to come close." So don't be surprised when the phone rings, when the message shows up, when their name appears again. This isn't random, this is divine. Heaven has set this moment. The angels have been preparing their heart. The Spirit has been stirring the truth. And now they know they can't hold it in. They won't wait anymore, because the love is real, and the time is now. Say it in the comments. I am ready for the call. Tap the like button if you believe the call is near. Subscribe to Angel Messages for you so you never miss what heaven is saying. And if this word stirs your spirit, send a super thanks to sow into your promise. They've rehearsed the moment, over and over again. What they'll say, how they'll sound, what your voice will feel like on the other end, because they miss it, even if they've never heard it clearly, even if they've only heard it in dreams, even if the last call ended in silence, they want to try again. But this time it's different. This time it's not about pride, not about proving anything. This time it's about love. It's about peace. It's about obedience. Yes, obedience. Because God told them to go back, to reach out, to reconnect. And the angels are watching, guiding, covering, protecting this moment from interference. So much has changed in their heart. They've grown. They've softened. They've surrendered. They didn't used to believe in divine love, but now they do. They didn't understand what they were feeling, but now they're sure. They had to lose you for a moment to understand how much you meant, to appreciate what God gave, to realize you weren't a distraction. You were destiny, and now they're pacing, nervous, trembling, but hopeful, because this call means something. This isn't just checking in. This isn't just curiosity. This is covenant awakening. They want to hear your voice again. They want to know if the door is still open. They want to step into what they ran from, because the running is over. God has arrested their heart. The Holy Spirit has whispered confirmation. And every sign keeps pointing to you. Even strangers mention your name. Even songs remind them of you. Even dreams bring your face back. Even prayers echo with your presence. It's undeniable now. You are the one they can't forget. The one they didn't expect. The one they never imagined would mean so much. But here they are, love-struck, spirit awakened, ready. So expect the unexpected. The call is closer than you think. And when it comes, you'll feel the heaven in it. You'll feel the sincerity, the weight, the trembling truth, the holy love behind the voice, and you'll know. This is your moment. This is your confirmation. This is your answered prayer. Comment, I believe the call is coming. Tap the like button as your act of faith. Subscribe to Angel Messages for you. Let heaven lead your journey. And if this message speaks to your soul, bless it with a super thanks. They've already drafted the message. Typed, deleted, typed again, paused, panicked, prayed. Because this time, they don't want to say the wrong thing. They don't want to push you away. They don't want to miss the moment. Heaven told them this is sacred. Not just another text, not just another call, but a holy window, a divine appointment, and they don't want to ruin it. So they've been asking, God, what do I say? What if they don't answer? What if I'm too late? But the angels have surrounded them with courage. They're being covered in boldness. They're walking into this moment with trembling faith because they can't carry the silence anymore. They can't ignore the pull anymore. They can't resist the connection anymore. They've tried. But your presence keeps flooding their thoughts. Your name keeps rising in their spirit. Your memory keeps interrupting their days because heaven is working overtime, rewriting timelines, rearranging paths, resurrecting love. You're not just a feeling. You're a promise. You're a heartbeat God keeps bringing back, and now they're ready to speak, to break the silence, to end the waiting, because they realize something powerful. It wasn't just attraction. It wasn't just emotion. It was divine alignment, and they can't miss it. They won't, so don't be surprised when your phone lights up, when your heart starts to race, when you feel peace before you even answer, because this is the call your soul was made for. This is the voice your spirit knows. This is the sound of answered prayer. They may not say it perfectly. They may stumble. They may cry. But every word will carry truth because they saw it. They finally saw who you are. Not just in the natural, but in the spirit. They saw your purity, your kindness, your prayers, your obedience, your heart, and that's what captured them. They fell in love with your consistency, your faith, your light, and now they're racing to return, to make things right, to do what they should have done before. This isn't just a romantic moment. It's a prophetic move, and angels are clearing the way, removing the fear, crushing the delay, accelerating the alignment. So when they reach out, when you hear the ring, don't be shocked. Be ready, because you've been chosen, and heaven is confirming it now. Comment, I'm ready for the unexpected call. Tap like if your spirit agrees with this message. Subscribe to Angel Messages for you. Don't miss heaven's updates. And if this word touches your heart, sow a super thanks to bless it forward. They've waited long enough. Their heart can't take it anymore. The weight of silence is too heavy. The ache of distance is too loud. And now, heaven is pushing them forward, God whispered. It's time, angels repeated. Go now, their souls shouted. Don't wait another minute. This isn't panic. This is purpose. This isn't pressure. This is prophecy, because even they are shocked by the urgency. They didn't expect to feel this way today, but suddenly everything reminded them of you, the way the sky looked, the way a stranger laughed, the way a verse hit their spirit. Everything whispered your name. Everything shouted your value. Everything brought them back to the moment they first knew. You weren't just special. You were sent, and now they know. Now they feel it. Now they can't deny it. They are counting down the moments, asking heaven for strength, planning the words they want to say. They don't want to sound rehearsed, but they also don't want to sound confused. So they're praying every second, asking God, help me say what my heart truly means. Because what they feel can't be explained easily. It's not surface. It's not shallow. It's spiritual, and spiritual love hits different. It convicts. It awakens. It softens. It anchors, and now they're anchored to you by a string only heaven can see, by a connection only God could create. So when they speak, you'll feel it. You'll feel heaven in the silence between words. You'll feel prophecy in the pauses. You'll feel comfort in their tone, and you'll know this isn't fake. This isn't forced. This is forever. Because when God writes a love story, it doesn't need explanation. It just needs obedience, and they're ready to obey now. They're finally brave enough. They're finally desperate enough. Not to control, but to confess. Not to manipulate, but to mend. They've cried for this. They've prayed for this. They've fought their fears for this, and now they're dialing. They're typing. They're trembling, because love this deep isn't casual, and they never want to lose what's sacred. So when you answer, don't hold back. Don't second guess. Don't fear, let your heart be open. Let your guard be down. Let heaven do what heaven wants to do, because God is in this. Angels are watching this. The Spirit is breathing on this, and it's going to change everything. Type, I believe this connection is holy in the comments. Tap like to claim your divine moment. Subscribe to Angel Messages for you. Stay aligned with heaven's timeline. If this word stirs something in your spirit, give a super thanks to support its release. They've rehearsed it, but now they're ready to be real. They've imagined it, but now they want to live it. They've watched from afar, but now they're walking toward you. And heaven is clearing the path, because there's no more delay, no more hiding, no more pretending. They can't escape this feeling. They don't want to. Every part of them aches for this union, for your smile, for your voice, for the warmth of your presence, not just for romance, but for redemption. You represent healing to them. You represent hope to them. You represent home, and they're tired of wandering, tired of wondering, tired of wishing. They want reality. They want you because they know. God didn't just show them a fantasy. He gave them a vision, and visions don't die. Visions are fueled by heaven. Visions birth miracles. And this love, this connection, this sacred bond is a miracle in motion. They felt your prayers. Even when you didn't say their name, they felt your love. Even when you didn't speak a word. Because the Spirit hears what the mouth cannot say. And your spirits have been whispering to each other, I'm coming, I'm waiting, I'm ready. And heaven heard. And heaven confirmed. And now heaven is accelerating. Sudden shift. Sudden boldness. Sudden message. Sudden meeting. Because God's timing isn't slow. It's perfect. And the moment of holy alignment is now. When their name shows up on your screen, don't panic. Don't doubt. Don't delay. Smile. Breathe. And say, I've been waiting too, because you have. Because you were built for this. Because your hearts were carved for each other before time began. Before mistakes were made. Before the distance. And now the call will close the gap. The voice will awaken peace. The moment will be remembered forever because God wrote it. And what God writes, the world cannot erase. This is the start of a new chapter. One where love is no longer silent. One where souls no longer wait. One where heaven smiles at the boldness of two hearts obeying. You didn't force it. You just believed. You didn't chase it. You just trusted. You didn't beg for it. You just prayed and God saw. God heard. God moved. The call is on the way. The miracle is in motion. The story is being told by angels, by heaven, by love itself. So prepare your heart. You're not just receiving a message. You're receiving your moment, and it will change everything. Type, I'm ready to answer my soulmate's call in the comments. Tap like to show heaven your heart is open. Subscribe to Angel Messages for you. Don't miss the divine signals. If this message touched your spirit, send a super thanks to bless its reach. They're pacing, heart racing, mind spinning, but spirit sure. They've never been this certain about anything. And yet they've never felt so nervous because this isn't a crush. This isn't passing interest. This is sacred. This is covenant. This is kingdom love, and they know. Once they speak, nothing will be the same again, so they're gathering courage. They're praying in secret. They're staring at your name with a trembling heart and a soul that won't let go. They're done running. They're done overthinking. They're done pretending you don't matter, because you do. You always have. And heaven won't let them forget it. The call they're about to make isn't just to you. It's to destiny. It's to purpose. It's to healing. And deep down, you've felt the shift too. Lately, you've been sensing them stronger, hearing their name in the silence, dreaming of reunions, crying without reason. That's not confusion. That's confirmation, because your spirits are syncing. Your timelines are aligning, and your miracle is arriving. God has stirred their heart. Angels have cleared the way. The season of silence is ending. They don't just want to see you. They need to. They don't just want to call. They have to. They don't just want answers. They want you fully, faithfully, forever. This call won't be ordinary. It will carry the weight of eternity. It will carry the softness of love. It will carry the urgency of heaven. Don't second guess it. Don't brush it off. Don't let fear speak louder than faith. This is the call you've been praying for, and it's coming. Even now, heaven is arranging the moment. They're rehearsing what to say, but when they hear your voice, every script will disappear, because love doesn't need perfect words. It just needs presence. It just needs truth. It just needs you. So hold space in your heart. Hold stillness in your spirit, and get ready. Your soulmate is breaking their silence, not out of pressure, but out of passion. Not because they're lonely, but because they've seen the light in you and can't live without it. And this time, they're not letting go. Type, "I receive this divine connection" in the comments. Tap like if your heart feels the pull. Subscribe to Angel Messages for You. You are not alone on this journey. And if this word stirred something deep, send a super thanks as your seed of faith. They don't care what others say anymore. They don't care about the timeline the world gave them. They don't care if it doesn't make sense on paper, because their soul knows, because their heart remembers, because heaven confirmed it. You are the one. You are the answer. You are the voice they've been missing in the silence. And your hug, oh beloved, that hug, they keep imagining it, the softness, the release, the healing. They imagine falling into your arms, finally, fully, free. And the first words they'll say won't be perfect. They might cry, they might pause, they might forget everything they rehearsed, but their eyes will say it all. Their soul will confess it all. Their presence will prove it all. They miss you, even if they never held you before. They long for you, even if they never said it out loud. They're drawn to you, not by chance, but by divine arrangement. God is doing this. God is writing this. God is bringing this to pass. They wanted to ignore it. They tried to move on. They tried to pretend it wasn't real. But heaven wouldn't let them. Because your name is on their spirit. Because your light is in their prayers. Because your presence is what they were created to walk beside. This call is not late. It's right on divine time. This meeting is not random. It's the fruit of every tear you've sown in secret. They know now. They see now. And they're coming. This won't just be a hello. It will be a holy moment. This won't just be catching up. It will be catching destiny. Their voice will shake, but their heart will stand strong. And the moment you hear them say your name, something ancient will awaken. Something pure will rise. Something holy will flood your chest. You'll remember why you waited. You'll remember why you didn't settle. You'll remember why it never worked with anyone else, because no one else was sent. No one else was chosen. No one else was written into your purpose like this. Heaven chose them for you. And now, they're finally walking toward what they were always meant to find. Prepare your heart. Prepare your space. Prepare your voice, because the unexpected call, the one you almost gave up hoping for, the one that felt like a distant dream, is about to interrupt your life with divine clarity. And when it comes, you'll know it wasn't just a call. It was heaven ringing your spirit. It was love breaking through time. It was your soulmate saying, I'm finally ready to love you like God intended. Type, I am ready for this love in the comments if this stirred your spirit. Tap like if your heart has been waiting in quiet hope. Subscribe now to Angel Messages for You so you don't miss your moment of alignment. And give a super thanks if this message confirmed what your soul already knew. The moment after the call ends, they'll sit in silence, hands still trembling, heart still racing. You'll feel it too. A warmth, a wave, a whisper from God saying, yes, this is it, no drama, no confusion, no chaos, just peace. The kind that passes all understanding, the kind that wraps you like a blanket, the kind that makes you cry without warning, because this isn't a casual connection. It's a covenant calling. It's a reunion of heaven's design. You'll both stare at the screen. You'll both hesitate before ending the call. Because even a few more seconds together feels holy. They'll say, I didn't expect to feel this much. I thought I could wait, but I can't anymore. They'll ask if they can see you soon, not next year, not someday, but soon, because your presence has been missing in their life. Because no career, no distraction, no substitute can satisfy the ache you feel. They don't just want your words now. They want your hand in theirs, your voice in the same room, your eyes meeting theirs without a screen in between. They'll be nervous. They'll try to play it cool. But heaven will keep revealing the truth. They love you, and they can't hold it back anymore. They won't say it the perfect way, but their sincerity will shake you. They'll say things like, I prayed for you. I kept dreaming about this. I told God if it was you to give me a sign. And you'll realize the whole time you thought nothing was happening, heaven was building something sacred. This isn't just a relationship. It's a holy alliance, a divine restoration, a sacred promise being fulfilled. You'll feel it in your chest, in your bones, in your spirit. They're not just showing up. They're laying down their fears. They're choosing faith over delay. They're choosing you over everything else, because to lose you now would mean losing their blessing, their covering, their divine helpmate. This is what the enemy tried to block. This is what the delays tried to break. This is what your prayers protected. You didn't just wait. You warred in the spirit. You interceded when you didn't know what you were praying for. You loved without condition. You trusted without clarity. And now, heaven is rewarding you. Their steps are coming closer. Their mind is getting clearer. Their spirit is being pulled toward your light like a magnet. This isn't just love. This is destiny. And they're beginning to realize the safest place they could ever be is inside your presence. Inside your covering, inside your arms. They're done pretending, done denying, done trying to rewrite the story God already wrote. And when they finally whisper, I'm ready now, your soul will exhale, because you'll know. So are you. Comment below, I am ready now, to declare your heart's agreement. Tap like as your sign of spiritual alignment. Subscribe to Angel Messages for you to never miss the next divine step in your journey. And so a super thanks if this word was a confirmation straight from heaven to you, the day they see you face to face. It will feel like everything slowed down. Time will pause. Hearts will speak. Eyes will say everything words can't. They won't rush to speak. They'll just look at you, in awe, in reverence, like someone just handed them their miracle, because that's what you are. A miracle in human form. The answer to nights they cried alone. The response to years of confusion and searching. They'll finally feel safe. Not because the world is quiet, but because your presence quiets their storms. They'll reach for your hand. And when their skin touches yours, it will feel like returning home. All their pretending will fall. All the walls will come down. You'll see the child in them. The softness, the realness. They won't need to perform. They won't try to impress. They'll just be fully present, fully there, fully yours. And in that holy silence, heaven will move. The Holy Spirit will confirm it in your belly. This is not just romance. This is revelation. You'll remember every prayer, every journal entry, every tear, every moment you wondered if God forgot you. And you'll feel it in that instant. He never did.
He was saving this for the right hour. This is that hour.
This is that hug. This is that holy embrace that heals everything. When they wrap their arms around you, your heart will say, "This is what I've been waiting for," and so will theirs. Because it wasn't just you praying, they were too. And now, the prayers are touching, the intercessions are intertwining, the promises are being fulfilled, no more delays, no more distractions, no more doubts. They're not just hugging you with arms, they're hugging you with everything. With their tears, with their surrender, with their faith. That hug will say, "I'm here now. I'm not running anymore. I finally see what God showed me. It's always been you." And in that moment, you won't need a crowd. You won't need approval. You won't even need perfect words, because heaven will witness it. Angels will surround you, and the presence of God will seal it. Comment, "This is the hug I've waited for to claim this holy moment." Tap like if you feel this confirmation in your soul. Subscribe to Angel Messages for you to stay aligned with God's timing for your love story. And if this word touched your spirit, send a super thanks to bless this divine message reaching many hearts. After the hug, after the tears, after the silence filled with meaning, they won't disappear. They won't ghost you. They won't second guess this love, because something shifted. Something holy, something eternal. That hug broke fear. It broke shame. It broke the lies the enemy whispered for years, and now they see. Now they know. Now they move. Their actions will start to change. No more hiding. No more pretending they'll want to be around you. They'll want to include you in their plans. They'll want to protect this connection. They'll begin to show up. Not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, sacrificially. You'll hear it in their voice. You'll see it in their consistency. You'll feel it in your spirit. They won't run from commitment. They'll run toward it, because they know you're a blessing, not a burden. They'll start talking about the future, not in theory, but with real decisions, real steps, real timing. They'll talk about a home, about marriage, about purpose, about walking with God together, because they didn't just fall in love. They found divine alignment. This is not the kind of love that fades. This is not the kind of love that confuses. This is not the kind of love that hurts. This is heaven's love. Pure, persistent, prophetic. The angels are smiling. Because you stayed faithful. You didn't settle. You waited for God's best, and this is what it looks like. A love that grows. A love that builds. A love that stays. They'll start praying with you, fasting with you, worshiping beside you, because they're not just in love with your beauty. They're in love with your spirit, your light, your soul. They'll defend you, even when others question. They'll cover you, even when it costs them. They'll cherish you, because they've asked God, and He said yes. So don't be afraid when the call comes, when the message arrives. When the doors start opening, it won't feel like pressure. It will feel like peace, because God's hand is all over this. He has touched their heart. He has cleared the confusion. He has given them courage. They will come forward boldly, because heaven already confirmed it. Comment, "I receive this bold love," if your spirit feels this shift. Tap the like button if you've been waiting for actions, not just feelings. Subscribe to Angel Messages for you so you don't miss what God is doing next. Send a super thanks if this message is speaking directly to your heart today. They'll talk about you, not just to God, but to the people who matter, to their mother, to their father, to their siblings, to their closest friends, and their voice will sound different, softer, prouder, sure, because now they're not hiding you. They're honoring you. They're inviting people into the truth. They'll say, "There's something about them. They're not like anyone I've ever known. I feel peace when I'm with them. I feel God when I hear their voice." And people will see the glow. They'll notice how their energy changed, how their posture shifted, how their joy increased. Some will be shocked. Some will cry. Some won't understand, but the ones who are meant to be part of your next chapter. We'll celebrate, we'll pray, we'll bless, because this kind of connection is not ordinary. It's heaven's answer to years of prayer. Some friends will step aside, not out of rejection, but reverence. Some will say, whatever this is, don't let go. I've never seen you so aligned. I knew something special was coming for you. And even those who doubted at first will begin to feel the presence of God in this story. Because this love isn't just romantic. It's restorative. It's redemptive. It's revelatory. Even the atmosphere around you will change. Even strangers will look at you both and say, are you two married? Are you together? You look like you belong. Because heaven is radiating from your union. The kind of glow you can't fake. The kind of connection you can't manufacture. They'll want to introduce you to people. Bring you into their world. Not to impress you, but to include you. Because this is what love does. It welcomes, it honors, it integrates. They'll start planning with you. Trips, family dinners, prayer nights, ministry dreams, because they're not just loving you for now. They're building forever.